Well, hello folks, and welcome back. It's a pretty mild day here in Nova Scotia. We've got a bunch of rain coming. Luckily, we're not getting as much as Cape Breton. Cape Breton's just been hammered. They've gotten like 5-6 feet of snow, and now they're gonna get a crap load of rain. I don't know where the water's gonna go with the ground frozen. Luckily, sorry for you guys, I don't know how you're gonna deal with that, but luckily for us, it's not gonna be that bad, but it's still gonna be a mess. So I got Riley here right now getting the yard all cleaned up, because once the rain hits, then it's gonna get cold and it's all gonna freeze again. So we gotta get stuff really pushed back so the yard's opened up. It's gonna take a long time for these snowbanks to thaw out, and things are getting tight in here, trying to get trailers turned around and all that sort of stuff. So getting everything pushed back. We got a bunch of brush and piles of stuff over here that need to get pushed off, or they're going to be frozen solid. I got some sand here that we're going to be using next week for a septic system, if you want to have access to that. And also I need the area opened up so I can get a better vision of what's going on, because as I mentioned in the title, we are finally getting a shop. So I'm getting one of the Quanset steel, sort of dome style, A-frame, A style buildings. And originally I was going to get a 40 by 70, and I was basically ready to order that building. And then the guy from Future Buildings, he got a hold of me and said that someone had ordered a 37 by 66 for up in Cape Breton, and they were no longer able to take it. And he offered me a really good price on it. I didn't want to lose that little bit of extra space, 3 feet in width and 4 feet in length, but for the price difference, I said, yeah, sounds good. So I got to figure out exactly where it's gonna go on the property. The back of the building is where the big bay door is going to be. It's going to be a 14-foot high door. I don't know exactly how wide it's going to be yet, and a man door beside it. In the front, the ends come unfinished, and in the front I'm going to make it look pretty nice in the front, have at least one office there, a bathroom, and then probably have another office upstairs in the loft area. So I got to figure out where I'm gonna situate it so that we can back trailers into the bay door, get dump trucks into the bay door. Need lots of room for all that. So I don't know if I'm gonna put it back here, if I'm gonna put it out here. I don't know yet. I got to figure that all out. So the more room that I get opened up here, so I can actually like scale things out and figure it out, then, you know, that's what I got to do. Keeping in mind that the further back on the property I come, the more it's going to cost to run the power in. The poles are on this side of the road, which is good for the power. The nearest pole is right out there, directly over top of the 350. So I'd probably come in with one pole and then do underground. So I got to keep costs in mind for that as well. It's definitely going to be underground. For the septic, I got to get that all situated, figured out. There's no slope here, so it's going to be some sort of mound system or a Waterloo biofilter system, something along those sorts. Yeah, so I got lots to figure out, and it's coming sometime next month. I got to get a slab excavation done, get a slab poured. I'm going to do an outdoor furnace, because as you can see, there's lots of wood around here. So I'm going to do an outdoor furnace, probably in-floor heating, and like a boiler system. So yeah, as you can see, there's lots to get ready, that's for sure. I got Riley, like I said, over there pushing all the banks back right now, the brush and that. I'm gonna go grab at least 2 loads of type 2 to start spreading around here. It doesn't look too bad right now, it's frozen, but once it warms up, it just turns to slop in here, and it's like a clay. There's some clay in this, so it's just nasty to be trying to work in. I've got my fuel tank that's going to be set up over here somewhere, so I'm going to have some diesel here on site instead of having to run all the time. So I'm gonna get this fired up so that I can move this out of the way as well, and we can get this snow pushed back. Old girl, she fires up. Alright, well, I'm gonna go grab a couple loads of type 2 for sure. Maybe even 3. Start spreading around here. Alright, here we are at the quarry. Things are a little slower this time of year, so it takes a little longer to get loaded, especially if there's a couple trucks in here. There's a guy over there in the loader. He's the loader and the scaleless guy all at the same time. Here's the type 2. This time of year, things are just not what they are supposed to be. 2 to 4 inch I was using yesterday is over there, and then the blast rock I was using yesterday, I know you guys didn't see any of that footage. Blast rock is over there. We got the quarry, the crusher set up. I don't know what they're crushing. Looks like Class A or 1 inch clear over there, and then the crusher dust that comes off the crusher. But yesterday there was 2 or 3 loaders going in here. I don't know if there is today or not. Friday and bad weather coming, it's hard to say. We'll see if he scoops from that tunnel or if he scoops off the side right there. There's a few chunks in that there, but I mean, it's nothing you can do. It's just this time of year. He's going in the tunnel. That's the good stuff. Alright, so here it is. 10:48. Pulling off the scale. See what time it is to get to the pit. I can tell you, it's not a long trip. Here we are, 10:55. What was it before? 10:48. So it's a 7-minute trip. 6 or 7 minutes is what it takes. Not too bad. So if you don't know what the Quanset A-style buildings look like, it's this style here that sort of has a bit of the arched roof on it. So you can pretty much do whatever you want to do with the front. So the front and the back we're leaving open, and then you can design the front however you want. So that's basically what it's going to look like, you know, the style of it. But as far as the actual looks go, it's hard to say what we're gonna do with the doors and the front and the back and all that. That's not decided. The front will be nice looking, the back will be more industrial looking, if that makes sense. Well, I got things opened up here pretty good. Still gonna try to get some of that knocked down, get this rock spread out. We'll see what time it is, but we got lots of space here now. Got this area over here cleaned up pretty good, and the trucks are parked so that now we can come in like we used to, swing wide here and turn around with the gooseneck. And we got lots of space now for dumping more brush and grubbings and whatever else. There is a frozen pile of fill that's right in here. Maybe next week I'll be able to deal with that. Got a spot ready for the 350. So we have the dump trucks and the 550, 350 all be parked. Lots of room for the skid steer and the excavator. So, you know, you got to keep all this stuff in mind when building the shop, where the shop location is going to be. And I also have some future plans down the road with this pit as well, as storing material here and selling to the public, and you know, things like that. There's nowhere around the area here that's open on Saturdays. But we got a bunch of wood back there. You know, I'm probably gonna buy a wood processor down the road. So there's lots of things that are going to be happening here. Obviously, the more fill I take away from this side, the more room it opens up. But that's not happening right away. I mean, a lot of this fill I could bring over into here in the low spots, because this does take a bit of a dip down, which I'm gonna want to do, because probably I'm gonna end up parking trucks and trailers and stuff here eventually. Once I get back far enough, I can park the stuff back there far enough. But anyway, it's got to sit down and really think it all out and scale it all out, that's for sure. But for now, I've got 3 loads of type 2 out here. I'm going to start spreading around, try to make this place so that it's not such a mud pit once the frost comes out of the ground, because it literally just, it turns nasty. You come in with the dump truck and your steer tires don't even grab. All right, well, let's make this place look a little better. Well, a few hours later, 3 loads, 600 bucks worth of gravel, and about an hour, maybe 30 minutes to an hour to spread it, pack it down. Literally right down the road. So probably by the time I left here and went and got loaded, came back, 30 minutes. So hour and a half of trucking, and boom. Now we'll see what this looks like once the frost comes out of the ground. It's not going to look this good, but it definitely will help. Lots of room in here now. It's not the gravel that costs a lot of money. I mean, it's not super cheap, 200 bucks for, you know, 14 ton or so of gravel. But it's the trucking. It's especially with the price of diesel right now. So if you're nice and close, it makes a huge difference. Huge difference. Way better. But anyway, guys, so those are my plans. That's the building I showed you guys, sort of. Don't know exactly what I'm doing on the ends yet. If you have one of these buildings or had one of these buildings, let me know your thoughts on them. Also, for the guys who have the outdoor furnaces, let me know which ones you have. Let me know if you like it, dislike it, you know, in-floor heating, all that sort of stuff. I have done some research on them, but not enough to make a decision on which one I want to get yet. But anyway, stay tuned. So there'll be lots of changes going on here at the property. Finally going to be getting a shop. Long overdue, that is for sure. I mean, you look at the equipment, there's 2 excavators that aren't here right now. It's time for a shop, yeah. And I can be able to do so much more on our own. Welding and, you know, repairs, some fun stuff to the trucks. We can pull them inside. I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure. It's gonna get me more motivated as well to sort of try to grow the company some more once we have the shop set up and an office set up and all that sort of stuff. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned, come along for the journey. But until next time, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Bye.